Alright, hey guys, Genesis is the original support here. I'm going to keep this one fairly short, but today we've got Nautilus. And the big reason for this is I've been seeing a lot of Nautilus played as a support. And some of you guys are probably like, oh yeah, let's play Nautilus support, without realizing that, oh yeah, he's actually somebody that can be played in the jungle and the top lane as well. And one of the nice things about Nautilus, I mean, his wave clear is pretty horrible, truth be told. But it's his passive, Staggering Blow. So it deals a little bit of extra damage and immobilizes his target for a half second. Think about that for just a bit. So yeah, I missed a few CS there because I wanted to highlight Nautilus passive. If you were to take him in lane, it wouldn't be so bad. But laning as Nautilus, it does come with weaknesses. So just like having Nautilus in the jungle might not be the best choice for your team, Nautilus in the top lane or as a support might not be tremendous either. I've missed quite a few minions. I will correct that if I can. Okay. Back on track. So when laning, you really do want to conserve your energy, your mana pool. So you want to save it until you've got to trade with your lane opponent. For Nautilus support, you want to use your mana mostly for harass. I would take a Relic Shield onto Nautilus. Whoops. Yeah, I misplayed that. Part of my problem with Nautilus is it's hard for me to calculate how much damage he does. I don't know if that makes sense. Now you can use Nautilus E to do some wave clear. The more points you put into it. You probably don't want to put a lot of points into Nautilus Q. Yes, it's his main form of engage. But if you're good at landing your skill shots, you only need to land it once. But Genesis, it deals more damage the more points that go into it. Yes, yes, yes. We know. Just trust me on this. If you're laning with Nautilus, you really don't want to put a lot of points into your Q. You want points in your E for wave clear and your W to help you trade with the enemy laners, harass. Besides, if you get put out of position in your lane and the enemy jungler comes in for a gank, you're only going to get one hook shot to try and get you out of reach. And it's not going to matter if you max your Q. If you miss your hook, ain't nothing going to save you if you don't have your flash. Okay, and let's assume too that you don't have your flash. Now, I probably should have put that last point into my W, but eh. I mean, I can live without it for now. So one of the unfortunate things about Nautilus is that his basic attack speed is very, very slow. I mean, you gotta get that anchor off your shoulder and you gotta get it to smash into your target. And that takes a little while. I bought Nautilus a while ago, and I used him in the jungle against some bots, you know, just to, okay, let's see what this champion does, and then I kind of put him aside. With recent changes to the meta in patch 5.6, I think a lot of people are going to really start using Nautilus as a support. What they've done is they've seen a lot of Lemonnation from Cloud9 using Nautilus as a support. To my knowledge, he's got 3 wins and 1 loss using this champion. Oh gosh, I misplayed that one too. Or not. One thing to note about Nautilus is his point-and-click ult. It's a lot like Vi's. You lock onto the AD carry, you hit your R, and there you go, automatic crowd control. I'm going to click on his W so you can see what that's like. Okay, so despite falling behind a little bit, I'm at 73 CS in about 10.5 minutes. Not too shabby. I'm gonna max my E. I should make note that maxing your E means that you're going to take more of an offensive stance. You plan to be in the middle of everything.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Oh sweet, so I can buy Rod of Ages right off the bat and start getting points into that. Although I'd more than likely buy the Catalyst and then a pair of boots. A few item things. You don't have to follow everything on here, but 2 things that I would absolutely recommend. Get your Rod of Ages, finish it. And then your next item, if you're planning on charging into the fray, pick up a Righteous Glory. Going to give you a ton of health. It's going to give you some mana. It's also going to give you some base health regen. but it's the active that you really want, especially if you plan on playing Nautilus as a support. You're going to charge into the enemy line with your team, and you're going to proc that passive, and I mean, it acts like a massive Sivir ult. Oh, and it acts like a massive Cho'Gath Rupture on the enemy team as well. It doesn't last long. The Shockwave on Righteous Glory doesn't last long, but it gets the job done. That's pretty much it for Nautilus in the top lane. He can be played in the jungle. He can also be played as a support. If you would play him as a support, you'd take Relic Shield to start. That's pretty much it for the day.
Has been destroyed.
Like and subscribe, leave your comments, suggestions, and requests. And this is Genesis, the original support. Best of luck in your next game. Have a great day.